Hi friends, welcome back to Farm Girl Diaries. It is a busy day in the kitchen and I thought I'd bring you guys along and show you what one of my newest obsessions is. So if you know me, or if you've been around for, the start of this channel, which was all of 3 months ago, you know that I talk about cowboy candy all the time. It's one of my favorite condiments. It's delicious. Last year I found something I love almost as much as cowboy candy, and that is this pepper mustard. So I'm in the kitchen. I decided I'm going to make this pepper mustard. I have some apple butter that is getting ready to go in the canner. I have the dehydrator going behind you, dehydrating some peppers and bananas and blueberries and all kinds of fun things. So it has been a busy day, but this is one of the things that has been on my list for a while, and I'm excited to get it done. So this pepper mustard is actually like a really yummy, delicious Southwest style mustard. So when I made it, I was like, I'm not a big mustard person. I think that might have been a lie. I think I do like mustard. I just didn't realize I like mustard. But this mustard is phenomenal. So I'm cutting up I'm just de-stemming a whole bunch of peppers. And that's what's going to give it this really yummy Southwest flavor. And then what I like to do with it is you can do so many things with it. My favorite way to use this mustard is to marinate some chicken in it. I like to do chicken thighs. Marinate some chicken thighs in it and then cook the chicken thighs in a cast iron pan. Brush the top when you put them in the pan with some more of that mustard. Cook them. Take the chicken out to rest when it's done cooking, and then all the drippings that are left and all that mustard that's been left in the pan, add a little bit of butter and a little bit of milk, and a little bit of salt, and it makes the world's best gravy in my opinion. Maybe a little bit more mustard if you don't have too much mustard in the pan, and make this delicious Southwest style gravy, and then serve everything over rice. And I think this gravy is to die for. I'm also a big condiment person, so really I just use condiments. Like, the things that you put the condiments on are just the vehicle to get the condiments into my mouth. So the chicken is just the vehicle for all of the gravy for me to enjoy. When I have extra gravy, if I have too much gravy to a chicken ratio, I also add the gravy itself into macaroni and cheese and I guess I add it into macaroni and cheese. Make a delicious Southwest style macaroni and cheese with it. If you don't have the gravy, just add the mustard. Macaroni and cheese normally calls for either mustard, some sort of mustard or ground mustard. So to give that little Southwest kick, throw in some of this mustard. And everything you add mustard to. I've done deviled eggs so far, and I've done macaroni salad. Love both. Potato salad. Again, the thing with it is you kind of have to go into it accepting it's going to be it's not going to be what you're used to. So when it comes to macaroni salad, for instance, it's delicious with this mustard. Again, it's just a really, really yummy Southwest pepper macaroni salad. Something I would expect to get down in Texas or New Mexico or something like that. It's great on sandwiches, but it also works just as a dip. I gave some to one of my best friends for Christmas, and she used it as a dip for her cheese boards, and she dipped pretzels in it, you dip cheese in it. Guys, this mustard is delicious. So the recipe came from Midwest Living. It's a blog that I believe I actually found from Rachel at 1870s Homestead. And then I have since became a convert. This is the only way I eat my mustard now, and I'm obsessed. On paninis, I'm a big panini person. Put this on paninis. So good. So the recipe, obviously, because it's a recipe, has measurements. I'm not a measurement person. In case you haven't realized, I'm not a measurement person. So we are just going to eyeball this. The recipe calls for 8 ounces of banana peppers. I'm using whatever I have. And I know I love this mustard so much that I want to make sure I get a good amount of it. So I'm using my banana peppers. And then I also have some gorgeous bells that are just starting to ripen. Look at that pretty one. Oh. They're a little old. They're like, I think I picked these today's Wednesday. I think I picked these guys Saturday. So they need to be used up. So I'm also going to put in these in here too. I'm leaving the seeds. And we're just going to get everything beautiful and round up in our food processor. Okay, there are the banana peppers. So the recipe, like I said, calls for 8 ounces of banana peppers. I don't know how to measure banana pepper by ounces. I think she said it was like 8 to 9 banana peppers per 8 ounces. So 8 to 9 banana peppers for her recipe. So I got what, like 5 times that? So if you want, when you do pulse it, you can leave the chunks bigger if you want to have that pepper bite. I just kind of want to infuse the whole mustard with pepper, so I really pulsed this until it was very finely diced. So now I'm going to get this in a bowl, and I'll get the bell peppers put in there next.
What could be a lot of fun with this mustard too is using different types of peppers. So for me, I'm using just banana peppers and bells, but you could use poblanos, throw in some jalapenos. Really, the different peppers you could use could give you a totally different flavor that I think would make this really delicious.
Per the recipe, for 8 ounces of peppers, you want 1 cup of ketchup. 1 cup of mustard. I have quite a bit more than 8 ounces, so I'm just adding mustard until it kind of gets to where I want it to get. Let me add some water here. And I know I want this to be more mustard than pepper, so I'm just adding until I feel like the balance is right. Again, I don't measure, and maybe that's going to be my downfall in here, is I should be measuring, and I'm not. So this was 1 20-ounce bottle of mustard. Down the drain. Grab another from the fridge and add it in. So the one thing with this recipe is it's not a recipe that you're making from scratch. You obviously do need to buy the mustard for it, but I think it is so well worth it. It just transforms this mustard into something totally different. And if you're not a canner, this is something that you could make in that small batch. So do the 8 ounces of banana peppers. So that's what 8 to 9 banana peppers are about. A cup of mustard, a cup of the rest of the stuff, and you're good. Okay. So you could just make that and then just keep that in the fridge, or make it for a special occasion. This would be so good on like a pork loin. See, the ideas are endless. Okay. So I've just added it until I just have like a little bit of a chunky mustard, but it's more mustard than peppers. So we're gonna start there, and I hope I didn't go too much mustard, but if I do, I'll just add more peppers. So I did 1 20-ounce bottle of mustard, and this is a 20-ounce bottle. I probably did about half of this bottle. So I probably have 30 ounces of mustard in here, and a little bit of mustard, it seems, on my shirt. This is why I should wear an apron. So next I need, the recipe calls for 1.5 cups of sugar. I need to fill this thing up, so I'm just going to add this guy in, and then get some more sugar. So this is something that is really going to be your taste, whether you want more of the spicy from the pepper or more of the sweet. I'm a sweet savory person, so again, this is why I don't really concern myself with measuring too much, because I like kind of making it for my own taste. I know what I like. I just like making it for my own taste, you know? So we're going to start with that much sugar and go from there. At least 3 batches. So we're going to start with 3 teaspoons of salt. Quick taste. We need some more sugar. Definitely need a little bit more sugar. might need some more peppers. But I'm gonna put this on the stove, bring this to a rolling boil, and then I'm gonna taste it again and see if I need to add some more peppers to it or if it's good. So let's put this on the stove. Okay, so I put the mustard in the fridge. I'm filling up my water bath canner. I put it in the fridge just so it could cool down. I could see what it tasted like. It tastes really good. I'm just here eating mustard. Yeah. I will say, I don't have it as peppery. I did add, I think, a little bit too much mustard. So it's not as peppery as my first batch was. But I think I'm okay with that. And I think, see, this is why I don't follow the recipe, because I loved it last year when it was extra peppery. Because it really did have that really, really heavy Southwest flair that I really loved. But at the same time, I also really like it not as peppery. It just has that really nice underlying note of pepperiness. And I think that'll be nice so I can add it to things so it's not super Southwesty. So I like this. I'm happy with this. So I'm going to kind of mark this one as the more milder of the pepper flavors. So like maybe this will be a better thing to add that macaroni salad and give to groups of people. So I can say you're not getting a regular macaroni salad, but we're not too far across the border to that Southwest macaroni salad. I think it tastes really good. It's delicious. I think it's pretty addicting. So I'm happy with it. So I'm going to get my canner on the stove. And then to help set it up a little bit more, we're going to add some clear gel. So we want the mustard to set up a little bit more so than just kind of being a current runny mustard. So we're going to add equal parts of warm water and clear gel. So I did turn the heat off of the mustard. So I'm going to turn it back on low. And it is still very warm. It's still a steam coming off. But you want to add the clear gel when it's warm. So we're going to do, I think we're going to start off with, the original recipe calls for 1/3 of a cup of clear gel to 1/3 of a cup of warm water. So I think we're going to just bump it up to 1/2 cup because there is so much more mustard. And then when you add your clear gel, you want to add it into a bowl separate with that warm water and stir it till it dissolves. And then add that dissolved mixture into your mustard and stir. The clear gel helps solidify stuff. So you want to add enough that it does help solidify what you're working with, but at the same time, it doesn't clump in your mustard. So I always have it clump, and I always am like, I'm not going to have it clump. I'm going to do better. I never do better. Okay, I think that guy is pretty good. I'll put him on the stove. As I'm stirring it, if you've never worked with clear gel, it is definitely forming a paste. I'm having a hard time getting my spoon through. So that's why you want to make sure you do this step first and you get it all mixed together in here before we add it to our mustard. You want to have it all dissolved. Just mix it around. We got 5 beautiful pints of mustard. I did leave just about an inch of headspace. So my canner is still coming up to temperature. I am using my pressure canner, but this is just a water bath canner recipe. So I'm just gonna water bath can these for 30 minutes once that guy gets to a nice rolling boil. Hi friends, I didn't sign off of that last video, but I did get my mustard canned. It ended up coming out of the canner pretty late, so I forgot to film, but it's in the pantry now, and I have 5 quarts or 5 pints that I did with you guys, plus I have 3 left over from last year. So I have 8 pints of mustard, and that will last me all winter and then some, so I am excited. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next video.